What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your host with the most, Oskino the Don. And as you can see, the title of today's live video is Could Directed Energy Weapons Be the Cause for these global fires? Now, obviously, not everything is a conspiracy, right? And I need to be very careful with my words because I know that the AI picks up on a lot of things. So this is all, I'd say, speculation, even though, there is some evidence that could really tie these things together. But I'm going to be very careful with my words. So with that being said, these fires that fires. These fires that happen in Maui, a lot of people have a question or two or 10 about where it actually originated from. Now, if you take a look at my YouTube channel, I do have a video up of an eyewitness account with footage as the fire started to break out. So a lot of wind and things of that nature, a lot of damaged properties just from the wind. Now, I've also have heard, I I can't confirm it to be 100% proof, but there are also pictures out there of certain objects of a certain color, namely blue, that were unscathed while everything around it was like scorched earth. And I've I'm a college graduate, so I've never heard of fire avoiding objects. And the only way I could see where fire would actually avoid an object if it was controlled fire, you know, like a flamethrower, maybe directed energy weapon. Now, I'm also want to make this very clear. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you could call me a conspiracy realist because I keep it real about the conspiracies that come about. You feel me? Now, I don't like to always use this as a reference, but it seems like the Simpsons always have certain information that comes out that is very relevant to what's going on today. There was an episode in The Simpsons where all blue objects during this fire were unscathed, and it came from some type of directed energy weapon. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going on here, what happened in Hawaii and all these other global fires, but it makes you think, right? It makes you think. Now, this is why history is very important because when people want land, they'll sometimes ask the people, hey, are you looking to sell your property? And if this property is of prime location, which obviously Hawaii being an island, I mean, you're surrounded by water. And, a lot of people I know would like to live close to beaches and things of that nature. So it's prime real estate. Now, a lot of these families that are affected by the fire, they had that property in their family for generations. And they have been complaining about people continuously coming by to try to get them to sell. So that begs the question, you know, how could you get people to move off the land or give up their land if they don't want to sell it? Well, you light it up, right? You burn their property. And obviously, you have to do it in a way where you can't get tied up. And like I said, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just giving you a possibility that could have happened. And obviously, we know money talks, right? So, these type of people have a lot of money, a lot of money. So let's take a look at what land developers in Hawaii are doing after devastation. I want to share my screen with you guys real quick. So let me bring this up just for this article real quick. Here we go. I'm gonna share that screen with y'all. So this is from the USA Today. I'm gonna scroll back up, and it says, despite prohibition, would-be buyers trying to snap up land burned in Maui wildfire. It says would-be buyers are making offers to snap up property after deadly wildfires devastated the island of Maui last month. Despite a state proclamation warning against such bids last month from the governor, Josh Green, he told Associated Press that several people have made unsolicited offers to buy the land and destroyed buildings in the towns that burned down, like Lahaina. His administration is launching an investigation into the people who made the offers, he said, but he did not name these people. Oh, I wish he did. He said Green had issued the emergency proclamation on August 19th, laying out explicitly that making any unsolicited, let me put that in quotes, and I put in quotes, making any unsolicited offer, yeah, guys, I can't talk right now. Let me start that over. In quotes, making any unsolicited offer to an owner of real property located in areas encompassed by the United States postal zip codes 96761, 96767, and 96790 on the island of Maui to purchase or otherwise acquire any interest in the real property is prohibited. So you see that they have been really trying to grab this property, but the governor, at least at this point, isn't having it. Now, I don't know too many people in positions of power that don't have a buyout price, right? So hopefully this guy is true to his word and he's about the people of Maui and he doesn't budge no matter the private checks that these corporations may want to cut, allegedly. I put allegedly in there because I got to be careful with my words, y'all. And it says that, what else does it go on to say? It says, what type of land is at risk in Maui? It says more than 2,200 structures were destroyed across 2,170 acres in the Lahaina fire. And it says in the town of Kula, 678 acres were affected by the fire in the area, according to the agencies. Now, I'm going to X that out. So that's very interesting, right? Because it's like even after hurricanes, the hurricane obviously not being a fire, but even after hurricanes, a lot of that land gets destroyed. So, these people who like to profit off of devastation and, quote unquote natural disasters, well, they come swooping in ready to build real estate to make that paper, regardless of whose lives may have been affected, regardless of whose land that is. And